god, my main channel is so dead.
Oh god, here we go. Welcome to the Gamerhole.
Hey, we should keep that in. I think we should keep that in.
Yeah, sure.
Us reminding Aqua that we're starting now, and he still is just
so
like,
out of it.
oh.
Good morning.
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, we started, huh? Okay.
Yeah, we told you that like 20 times.
Check this concoction out that I'm making right now, gamers.
Red Bull and Coke.
Red Bull and Coke.
Ew.
Now we're gonna chug.
Do you do
Oh
that
man,
often?
it's too much fizz. No, but Monster and coffee, dude. It's like, you know, in the movies or like in games, you like inject yourself with the adrenaline shot.
Yeah.
That's what Monster and coffee is. You pump that shit in and then you chug it, dude, and just instantly you can hear your own heartbeat, and you're just like.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it's
like,
gross,
that
but dude,
sounds
like, oh, if you need to get fucking pumped, oh yeah, it's on.
Did you have that before this? Oh god, look at this now. Dekie's crazy.
I've been saying it for years.
Was that? Oh, okay, that was Red Bull and Coke. Okay, that's yeah.
Weird.
I was gonna say, I thought that was coffee, that you were chugging it like that.
Oh no.
That would be remarkable.
Anyways, welcome gamer holers and gamers. How's it going?
I recently rediscovered Monster Energy drink, because the doctor told me to drink a lot of caffeine, and I fucking love it. I love white Monster. It is like
No, not the white, bro.
I love it. The sugar-free, white and blue Monster is so good.
I hate all of those things. I like just coffee. I can't deal with that shit. I don't like
I love energy drinks.
Yeah, I don't like them at all.
I prefer Red Bull. I drink Monster because it's way cheaper and you get so much more of the beverage.
Did the guy who just drank a Red Bull and Coke say he hates energy drinks? Is that what I just heard?
No, he
No,
said
I love-
he likes
no, he
Red
loves
Bull.
it.
I
Yeah,
thought you said you hate him.
I hate
was
it.
like,
No, I said that.
Yeah.
ZChum is sleepy today.
But
For a
I
change.
like the flavor wise, I like the light blue one, like it's the other diet version that they have of. They have the white one, which is like zero sugar, and then they have like
Love it.
I don't know what it is, like 0 calorie, I think,
sure.
or something. But the light blue one tastes delicious. I don't like to taste the white.
Can I tell you the closest I've ever been instantly vomiting from something that I put in my like body or that I drank or ate? Just like you ever like eat or drink something and you almost throw up like immediately from that thing.
All the time.
For you, yes, that's true. But the only time that ever happened to me where something was so vile, so putrid, so unpleasant that I just couldn't keep it down. I barely could keep it down was when I did a Jaeger bomb in Red Bull.
Gross.
You drop a thing of Jaeger
that
into
is-
a glass of Red Bull and you chug it. God,
Dude,
I almost puked.
when Dekie was drinking that Red Bull and Coke concoction he whipped up, I was thinking about Jaeger bombs, and I was like,
Yeah, how gross.
why did people drink those?
They're
Why?
disgusting.
Did we think it
Jaeger
was
sucks,
cool?
Red
Did
Bull
we-
sucks. Let's put them together and make the worst
Yeah.
drink ever. that you have
And
to
why?
chug.
Like,
Yeah.
was that just like a early 2010s thing or something? Do people still drink Jaeger bombs?
It's because of that like early viral video, My New Haircut. Remember that?
Is that
Jaeger bombs. Probably.
Is that what it's from?
I think
I don't
so.
know that video.
I don't know that video.
Really?
At all. Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking gross.
It was just this guy playing like a gym, like basically the Jersey Shore guy before the Jersey Shore. But anyway,
I'm pretty sure
I know what you're
that's
talking
pretty
about.
famous in a lot of movies too. Like
Jaeger bombs are gross, but I definitely will drink Jaeger bombs if somebody suggests
Okay.
it.
All right.
you'll do a Jaeger bomb, but won't eat like a French fry with ketchup on it.
dude, the ketchup's what
Sorry,
ruined it.
Dekie.
Drinks are different. I can
Dekie will
handle
chug a Red Bull
foul
and
tasting
Coke.
drinks as long as they don't have stuff in it. Like, like sometimes you get like a drink where they have like seeds of a strawberry or something in it, and I can't handle little things in it, or like substance wise, like if it's a thicker thing like milk. Ugh.
Can you eat French fries, Dekie, like plain?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Put some cayenne on there. Yeah.
Can you drink Dekie, I know this is a loaded question, but can you literally drink a smoothie?
If it's no, I don't know because well, like it depends if it's like a real smoothie because it has like little stuff from like fruits and stuff in it.
Yeah. Is that good or bad? The little fruits.
Fruit. It has fruit.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't touch that.
I don't love smoothies myself. I'd rather
Like
just
slushy,
have a bunch of fruit. I like
Slushy isn't a smoothie. That's just ice with sugar.
Ice was dyed a certain color. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of food, there has been a something actually terrible has happened. The last 2 times that I've eaten pizza, I do my thing and I pull everything off of it, but I still want to vomit.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know if it's just like the pizza that was made that time, but like something about even after I remove all the tomato sauce, a little bit of tomato sauce is like baked into the bread, which I like for the flavor. I taste it and I'm like, so now it's happened 2 times when I've eaten pizza this past week. And now I'm getting kind of scared that maybe I'm about to lose my number 1 food.
How are we going to feed Dekie this week? But
We're not.
by the way,
Which we should talk about.
yeah, we should.
Let's talk about it.
November 9th through the 16th, capped. We're doing a subathon all under one roof, all of us at Kings's place in that big cool room he's sitting in right now. That will be the majority of it. We're going to set up a beanbag couch, cameras all over the place, console games, many PC setups so we could all stream together.
So who's going to be there? List off the guest list, Aqua.
ZChum.
Maybe.
ZChum,
Just
hopefully.
ZChum.
Well, for sure, me, Dekie, Kings, Hexloom. Maybe ZChum, hopefully, at least for part of it. And, yeah.
Aqua's channel, November 9th.
Yeah, the whole thing will be broadcast, never turning off on my channel, but these guys will stream while we're there.
November 9th,
even if I'm
November
not
16th.
Yeah, and even if I'm not like at the computer streaming, like how I normally do in that room that Kings is in, I'll still be hanging out in the background during their streams, or we'll all be doing something together. Maybe we'll order pizza, Dekie will puke, maybe from it. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
We'll be drinking Voodoo Rangers, playing drinking games, playing like drunk driving Mario Kart. We want to have a goal where we paint Dekie green. We got some green mesh shorts and body paint. Just a bunch of fun stuff like that we have planned. 1 week capped. Yeah, it should be a good time.
It's going to be
fun.
huge.
Yeah, it's like a subathon, but we'll all be there, not just one person. And then there won't be as much like downtime for sleeping because our schedules will probably vary a bit.
A little bit,
Like I'll probably be like, I'm tired and go to bed, but then these
I was
these
going to
guys
go to
will all
bed
still be
10:30.
No, I'll
gonna
shift
sleep.
back. I'll shift back.
Aqua's is going to turn off like he did right
Before we start
Aqua's is going to be in the background just like...
I might. There might be times where I power down a little bit. Yeah.
Aqua just becomes an NPC and stares at a wall.
Yeah.
But yeah. So mainly Aqua has never successfully had a sleepover, so now he's forcing the sleepover of a subathon.
Yeah, I don't like sleeping over at other people's house, so
At 3 a.m., Aqua calls his dad to come pick him up during
I
the
might.
night.
I might. Hopefully, it
Dude,
doesn't
let's
come
get
to
Aqua's
that.
dad in!
Yeah, Aqua's dad might show up at some point. You never know. Greg might show up. Other random people might show up. We never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we're gonna try to do some fun stuff that we've talked about.
King's is gonna let
Beyblades,
me chop a tree down in his yard.
Pogs, maybe chopping down some trees. Yeah, all the childhood stuff that we've mentioned in the past.
I'm so excited because
Beyblades.
we're all going to be in the same room, in the same house.
We get to figure out who's the tallest.
Yes. And
Who
the way
smells
I
the
see
worst.
it, like this is Aqua's baby, you know, coming into form, and we all know how nostalgic Aqua is, and he lives in, you know, his 12-year-old mind.
True.
And I basically see this, you know, like if you look back at pictures of like, you know, LAN parties back in the day, or any kind of picture of like late 90s, early 2000s, or, you know, it's you know, the quality of the picture, and then also when, you know, you're all like the weird little like weird looking teenage bodies and stuff of kids. That sounds weird, but I'm basically I think this is just going to turn into like a 12-year-old sleepover, but for adults.
Yeah, I think this
It's
is just
a
it's just a LAN party, but
Yeah.
now adults. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't be
Except a
surprised
bunch
if
of
there's like
dudes
a
in their
little
30s.
there's like a pillow fort in the back that Aqua's just like sitting in, like with a flashlight reading
Dude,
some sort of
we
comic.
should make a fort.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. This is gonna be
I'm so
badass.
fucking excited.
Yeah.
We've
Dude.
been trying to put this together for ages and ages, and like we've been, you know, waiting on this or that or trying to get everything worked out. But like now that it's nailed in and
Yeah.
you gamers know about it,
Luckily,
It's going on. We're gonna do a live podcast during it too.
I've invested
just on the
you know,
stream,
30
whatever.
years of my future income into this. So
King's got a house just for this.
just for this. That's not even a joke.
I know that sounds like a joke.
That sounds
but
like
it's
a
not
joke, but that's a serious
Yeah.
thing. I actually had another house lined up that I was going to buy, and then we were like, "Oh, we're going to do this," and I was like, "I need a bigger house." And
He got a bigger house just for the event.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, the event's going to happen 9th through 16th, and hopefully people can show up on Aqua stream. Dekie will also be streaming. Hexloom will be streaming. If we have other guests, because we have a couple question marks that might come. ZChum is question mark, and then
We
Omid
should do
maybe will
we
come
should do
by at
Back
some
for
point.
Blood again all together.
Yep.
Live.
yes.
So make sure to check them all out.
Or
that's a big
CS:GO.
announcement.
We could make a CS:GO team and rank up together. That could be fun.
Oh God, that'd be so bad. But I would love it, dude.
That's the
That'd
whole point.
honestly be
Yeah.
sick,
Dude,
There's so
LAN
many
party,
cool
CS:GO.
things we could do.
We could wear
okay.
matching shirts like a real
Having-
team.
Dude, having a CS:GO like team would be sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the
That
other
would be
thing
really
is
cool.
we are doing screen printing. I bought some t-shirt blanks, got a screen printer thing, so that way what's going to happen is Aqua, Dekie, and Hex, or anyone showing up, will probably make their own little design, and I want to see how this comes out. And then, yeah, we're going to screen print them, probably give them away to people or whatever.
Oh,
Could
very
be a little fun
cool.
merchandise.
So like, yeah, that merch, it's not coming from a factory.
No,
It's coming
Aqua's
like
doing
from
it.
our own sweat.
You'll
We
see
should
us
all sign
making them
it.
in the garage
Yeah.
or whatever, wherever
We
it's
should-
set up.
we should have a limited edition shirt that everyone's, you know, sign with the little Sharpie.
That's how all
Yeah.
the, and I have posters that are being sent that we're also gonna all sign and
Mr. Dekie will
that's
sign
cool,
it
man.
and then put a little heart as the dot on the eye.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sign posters. That's cool.
We have signed postcards too. We're getting postcards and then we're gonna do that because that's easy to ship out. We can give that kind of thing.
Lot
If you
of
get
stuff.
lucky, you get the shirt that we all rubbed on our balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of balls,
You'll have to smell them to figure out which one.
ZChum,
But you'll
ZChum,
know
speaking of
whoever's
balls-
it is, they'll be neatly kept because of.
I had a way I was gonna transition into it.
Sorry, by all means.
I was gonna go, man, that was a pretty exciting announcement, huh, guys? But now our second announcement. Now for a second, also exciting announcement. Brace yourselves because winter is coming. What the writers of Game of Thrones didn't want to tell you is that Bran was actually in a wheelchair because he didn't trim his balls with Manscaped. The poor guy thought it was okay to trim his balls with a traditional razor or hair trimmer. Not sure what you want.
That's crazy.
What? This is their
love that.
promo read?
hey,
Not
This is
sure what you
awesome.
want as a gift for the holidays? Well, Manscaped is the ultimate gift. as they're here to change the men's grooming game, and you can get 20% off and free shipping if you use code GAMERHOLE at manscaped.com. All right?
Gamerhole.
20% off and free shipping with code GAMERHOLE. GAMERHOLE, no space, at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code GAMERHOLE. It's time to join the Manscaped movement. These products are no joke. Thank you, Manscaped.
Manscaped
Thank
really
you.
knocking it out of the park.
Their writing team is up here, way up here. That's good stuff. Okay. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring us again.
Speaking of Manscaped, the ball trimmer that I have, I also just used on my face, and I look like
Me
a
too.
goblin.
Oh, is that what you used to shave?
Oh, I did, yeah. I
used mine on my
have
face,
another
too.
razor, and I was like, no, I'm going to rep Manscaped for this. And so, yeah, I rub my balls all over it. But I do look
That's
like a goblin.
close shave, though.
I used a proper razor, too, afterwards. Trimmed it, then raised
okay,
it.
gotcha.
I haven't razored my face in years.
Yeah, me neither.
Years.
You do
And
look fresh and
for good-
clean, Decky.
No, I look like an old man that, like, I'm like, I don't know. It's terrifying.
I'm gonna be honest. You look.
what
you
does
look
your girlfriend
fresh.
think?
You look.
She does not like it either.
Yeah.
You look new. You look like you just came out of the box.
Feels like I'm about to go in the box.
Decky's a little hungover. He went to a party.
I'm very hungover. I woke up and I was drunk, and then like throughout the I'm like going from drunk into the hangover phase, so it'll be kind of a mess in here in a little bit.
Yeah. He was
but
red,
yeah,
he was red hot during the members only episode we recorded
God.
before this.
Yeah. Oof.
He's tapering out, petering out a little bit now.
You can see my brain stops working every now and then. I was Harry Potter, so I was like, Harry Potter's freshly shaved, so I did it, and now I regret it. But yeah, thank you, Manscaped.
Wait, do you dress
I appreciate
do you dress as Harry Potter every year?
It's like his
Last year I
go-to.
didn't, but it was COVID, so
But every other year.
yeah.
That's funny. Like I said before, you could have been like weird end of the last movie Harry Potter, where he's like a grown-up man-child with kids,
So
sending
weird.
his kids off. Yeah, that was
So
the
weird.
weirdest. Yeah, you
They
could have just
fucked
put
that
like
up so bad.
Yeah.
the ending of Harry Potter.
it was so strange. Oh my god!
Why didn't they? Why they could have just said like 15 years later? Why'd they have to make it like 25 years later or something?
Yeah,
it
when
made
they
him
have,
look
like-
so bad.
And it looked like them, but like
I know.
they didn't even try. Like
I know. It was so
they're like,
bad.
okay, Harry or Daniel, grow out your really wispy, like weak facial hair to convince everybody that it's like
Which is funny 'cause
substantially later.
Throughout the movies, he's supposed to be like a 16-year-old boy,
Yeah.
and he's like 22 when they're filming it. And it's like, that's a man. That's an adult.
Didn't they like they got him they started at a young age because they thought like 1 year each one, but then like the movies just took forever and
Yeah, they
forever.
took longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at the point at the last movie, he was like supposed to be turning 18, but he was like 25. So it was like it was super weird.
I mean, they did so much great CG work. You'd think they could just like CG
I know.
an older version of them at the end.
They made fucking Voldemort. They couldn't just make
Yeah,
Harry look.
they got rid of
look-
his entire nose. They
I know.
They could have
And
made them look a
and they
little
fuck
older.
up aging somebody 10 years. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Man, that was weird, huh? Anyways, you look good, Decky. I don't think it looks bad.
What we're trying to say
also-
is you
I
look
have,
better
like-
than
I have-
Daniel Radcliffe, even.
Literally no upper lip. I've never realized that.
That's a good thing. Anyways,
Very-
speaking of
very
hair
thin
removal,
lips.
I got a haircut,
Yes.
and
see that.
I had quite the time with this haircut.
Did you go to the
because-
barber or
No, I hate the barber. I hate going to the barber. That's why my hair is always so long and fucked up. I hate it. I hate going to the barber. I've been stabbed in the head. I've had my ear snipped. at various different barbers. Like, it just happens to me. Maybe I move around too much when I'm in the...
Had your head stabbed?
I can bring you to my barber.
I leave bleeding and in need of like a Z-Pack every time I leave the barber. I need like a course of antibiotics and like a Band-Aid. It's fucked up.
I've never bled from a barber.
Well, I have several times.
My barber
I think
straight
3
razors.
times.
I've definitely gotten fucked up though, like hair wise.
Oh yeah, but that's
I think
Yeah,
you
well,
need to
that
go to
too.
a
That's
barber.
like that's the thing as well. Like I almost never like the haircut I get at the barber, and I'm
I feel
usually
that.
bleeding. I went to a spa. No, not a spa. What's a salon?
Salon.
oh yeah.
I went to a
okay.
salon by recommendation of my wife, and that was
That's why you
great.
look girly. That's why you look girly.
Do I look
Yeah.
girly?
He looks amazing.
Am
he
I
looks like
giving
he's in
off
a
a-
band. I'm really
Do I?
digging this Aqua look. The shirt with the
Go
jacket,
to a-
the hair. It's
go to
fantastic.
a salon, and you'll be.
I've been there. Yeah, I've been to a salon. It's
What
man.
what makes a salon apart from
So I
like,
got there, and it's mostly women
Yeah.
getting their hair done.
Yeah.
And then I roll in there with my fucked up hair, like looking like a little gamer goblin, greasy, disgusting hair. And I felt so out of place at first. I felt like
did
I
the
shouldn't
salon
be
wash
there.
your hair before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so this lady comes up to me and she's like, "Hello, welcome to the salon." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then, I like put on a little like robe, and then they walked me over and they
Whoa.
washed my hair in the sink with all like 4 different things.
Yeah.
They like washed it with one thing, and then they're like, "Oh, and this is this to do this," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." And then they washed it with like 4 different things, and they gave me like a massage. It was like those YouTube videos that I love to watch. And they like
And
rubbed
this
my
is called
head and like
soap.
my
Oh,
neck.
I don't know
and-
what that is.
Oh, I don't know. They're like, this is fortifying conditioner that will make your
What?
hair silky and smooth or whatever. Yeah. So they
I
like
just rub
rub my
dirt
head.
in my hair to get the.
Yeah, I
get the
normally
bugs
just
out.
eat peanut butter and then just rub it through my head. So that's weird. This is crazy. So yeah, so this lady like washed my hair. It was really nice. She like gave me like a head massage, and they're like,
head
just sit
job.
down. Yeah, they gave me a head head job, nice head rub. And they sat me down in the chair, and they had like things to drink and things like, you know, like, do you want something to drink? And I was like, no, this is crazy. I mean, I had a mask on, so I was like, it's gonna be hard to drink something, but and I sat down in the chair, and then it was just such a nice experience. And then they're like, oh, well, how do you want, like, they were like, so what, and then they gave suggestions of how I should have my hair cut instead of like, oh, so I'll give you like a 2 on the sides and a 3 on the top, like kind of thing. It was like, and like, I didn't have to give any instructions. She was just like, you know, it would really look good for you, this. And it looks okay. I mean, it's whatever. I don't care about that. They didn't cut my head. I wasn't bleeding. They rubbed my head, and my hair was clean for once. And it was just such a nicer environment. So I like the salon.
They all
And
started
then at the end, they were
kissing
like,
me and hugging me.
yeah,
and-
no, we had like a pillow fight. It was great. No, but and then at the end, they're like, that'll be $110.
Yeah, and then there's the price.
Yeah. And you know what? It was fine. It was worth it. It was great.
I also had a similar
Once in a
experience.
while.
My friend's mother had like a salon in her like side of her house or whatever. It's like a private business that you just make appointments and go. So when I was in high school, I had longer hair like Aqua, probably a little bit longer than that, and she would do it. And it's definitely a different experience.
Yeah,
because I have a really
it was
bad
nice.
calic like right here, so there's always fucked up. But like, yeah, you go into a salon and like they also have like the pictures of different hairstyles, like a
Yeah.
magazine. They be, oh, which one are you thinking? You blah, blah, blah. And then you know you go through it, and then they wash your hair and do all this other stuff.
And they have all these other things you can do
Yeah.
there. Like you can
Yep.
get like stuff on your face.
Yep. And then, but like my barber, it's a
Facial.
completely different thing. Like they like always, you know, oh, and then they want a small talk. I walk into my barber, and you know, and he's like, oh, you're right. I sit down there. Okay, you're good. And then I like sit down, and then he loves baseball, and like the whole place is baseball. and he'll just be like, "Oh, you see that
Oh,
game
lucky
last
you,
night?
King.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
let me tell you about
Lucky
that.
you.
Oh man, that guy's a bum.
That guy's a bum." And then
That
that's the
rookie-
barber experience,
But that
right?
rookie kid, he's looking good out there.
Yeah.
He's looking real good. Yeah, they'll say that. And then you'll say, "Oh yeah, I want this," and they're like, "Okay," and then they don't listen and just cut your hair.
I don't even. I've never told him. I just walked in and I know this. I used to know the sizes on the sides and back and stuff, and I just tell him like whatever. And he did it once, and now he just goes, "Yeah, I'll do it, no problem." Every time he doesn't. No deviation really.
They don't listen, and then they.
No, I
stab you in
love
the
my
forehead.
barber. He doesn't. No, he's a great barber. And the distinction between a barber and a hairdresser is barbers, at least in my state, have to have the barber pole, which means they're allowed a straight razor. You can't do a straight razor if you're not a barber. You have to go to official school and
Oh,
get the
really?
special. You can't straight
Yeah,
razor
I've
unless
had
you're a barber.
the straight razor
and
before.
and then salons, I think there's a lot of like more hair washing and extra stuff.
You need
I don't know if there's really distinction.
you need a cosmetology license
Yeah,
to work at a salon.
that.
At least in our state, you do.
that's probably what it is. Is you need different license, but barbers a different license.
Barbers
and
are just
straight
like,
razor.
I don't
Yeah.
even think you need a license. It's just there you go.
No,
get
you
outta here.
do. No, to be a barber in here, because there is people that do
Probably.
hair that is like barber, but barber with a pole means you can use a straight razor, and you have to have a certification for that. Because obviously you can cut someone's jugular like nothing. And
Right. I went to a salon all through high school, most of college, and then I came home. I was going to the same fucking salon. I went to the salon since like middle school, I think. That's just where I went to get my haircut. The same
it's
girl.
better. It's so good.
It was okay. It was like that was just my baseline haircut experience. And then I was downtown for some work event, and there was this new barber shop, and I just like walked in. I don't know what compelled me to walk in, but I just walked in and started talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, you do IT? You know, I have like my own product line, and I need some assistance, like getting like my back end set up, like this database set up to like keep my inventory of product." And I was like, "Oh, I mean, if you need help, I'm available for some work. I can help you do that." And he's like, "Yeah." So I took him on like as just like a client on the side to like help him out. And he was like, after working with him for like a month, he's like, I came in one day and he's like, "You need a haircut, man." And I was like, "Do I?" And he's like, "Sit down." And that was like mind blowing, dude. He put like a hot towel on my face, and then he like heated up his like blade a little bit, and then he shaved the sides of my head, but he used like the blade around like the bottom and around my ears and everything, and then tapered it up, and then gave me like a real nice haircut. It was the best I think I've ever looked in my entire life.
I prefer the barber by a long
Yeah,
shot.
I went to one of those
man.
once too in New York City, and I
he's
came
like,
out of
they're
there.
passionate, dude. They care about like dude's hair, you know?
Yeah,
I like
that
I
was
like my
cool.
barber.
They had like whiskey too. They would give you at the place I
He
went.
would give you beer.
and they were like,
yeah.
yeah, and he was just like, he like cut my hair. That was fine, whatever. But he made it like real nice. And then he took out the straight razor and was like, "I'm gonna line up your beard and your eyebrows and like
so
all this other
cool.
stuff." And he
So
did,
cool.
and it was like I had like a pretty like big beard at the time, and he did that. And then I literally looked like so weird. It was so weird for me. I hated it. The lines were too perfect, and I looked so strange. I didn't like it. I
if you
looked
go
like
to barbers often, you can keep that look, that good, like super.
yeah,
clean.
but
You
it
have
like
to go
it doesn't
often.
look good for me. You know. It
Yeah,
was
I'm with
just weird.
like some guys it looks great on like this
Yeah.
super like trimmed, finely tuned beard or like facial hair.
Yeah, like I can
can't-
see
yeah,
it for
you look like,
ZChum working.
You look like that guy from the Hunger Games, the game master dude. With like he's got like the curly like beard. and shit.
Yeah. My
it's,
eyebrows
like,
were so
perfectly
like. My eyebrows were
sharp.
so like defined, and I was like, it was like so weird. I really didn't like that.
Aqua
but-
prefers the homeless look. So
yeah, I like to look a little
Aqua came
scraggly.
home and his wife went, "Oh, who are you?"
yeah,
No, she didn't like it either. Honestly,
quite
so, yeah, she's like, oh,
Wait, who are you?
yeah. There's a
The
sorry.
oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like my wife didn't like the long hair, so that was like part of the thing when I cut it. My chat on Twitch is always like, what does your wife's boyfriend think? You know, like stuff like that. And I was like, well, now they were like, I said my wife's boyfriend doesn't like it because now I'm slightly more appealing to her, so he has a little bit of competition because I cut my hair.
The thing with barbers or salons, or anytime they wash, and usually I tell them don't wash my hair just because I don't want to have like wet hair afterwards.
I'm gonna go home and shower. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, every time.
But when they wash your hair, it is the best feeling. It's like getting your back rubbed or scratched.
It was good.
Like they put you on the sink where you're like back, and then they're just like.
And it like stretches your neck out too.
Yeah,
kinda. It's like
it's
so nice.
I don't know. It makes you vulnerable, but I like being vulnerable at that time. I'm like,
it's very relaxing to have someone wash your hair. I don't know why,
but they always have like that perfect faucet of where it's not super powerful, but it comes out and it's like this nice flow, and it's like not hot, but it's warm.
Yeah.
And then they're just like getting, and they're in there doing their like when I wash my hair, I'm like shampoo. We'll rinse. I don't put my fingers in my scalp or anything. Fuck that.
Yeah, no, they get in there. They dig into your head.
They're all up in it, and it is a fantastic feeling. I don't know how, and they all have the exact same water flow on those faucets.
Yep.
I'm sure that they have some big hair salons thing that has to send it to every single hair salon, like a little stamp thing.
Yeah.
Pressure
I think
perfect.
I'm gonna go.
Pressure
I think I'm gonna
perfect.
go from now on just for the hair wash. That was great. I loved that.
They put some water in your hair and they can charge you $110 for your cut.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad we talked about haircuts for a good 30 minutes. That went on
it
for
was a
so
good
long.
topic,
30 minutes.
man.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
We talked about
It's a
some
good
other stuff
topic.
first. People get haircuts. That's relatable, right?
Oh my god, the Gamerhole, they're just like me. They get their $100 haircuts too.
Yeah.
my haircut's like $15, so I like my barber.
God, they're just like me. My barber moved. That guy who like gave me that awesome fucking barbershop
I wonder about
experience.
that.
He fucking moved on me, dude. I had to go back to the salon. I get back to the salon. The girl who's been cutting my hair since middle school, she fucking moves. So now I just have this new girl. I don't know how I feel yet. I think she's okay.
You look
feel
pretty
that.
good.
I fell in love. I fell in love with a barber when I came to Mexico, and his name was Christopher. And this dude was like tatted head to toe, super fucking cool. I wish I was as cool as him. And he just looked like he was from the streets, dude. But dude, he could cut some hair. He was so cool. I'd walk in, he's all like, oh, okay, it's that guy. He doesn't speak Spanish. He wouldn't ask questions. He just cut the hair, and I'd always like, and it was cheap anyway. It was like $7.
Just
So I'd always
fuck
just
me
like,
up, man.
exactly. I'd always just like directly double his thing, and he loved me for it. And then one day I went in, and I was like, I'm here for
gone.
Christopher, and they brought out this dude that looked like fucking ninja. He had like weird blue hair, and he came. I was like, whoa, that's not Christopher. And they're like, this is Christopher. I was like, what about old Christopher? They're like, who's that? They didn't even act like he was there. They acted like he didn't exist.
Dekie, this is a conspiracy. Okay, what happens is they just bring on new people, and they don't even know about the old ones. They just same
this-
name tag, and they
This
just keep giving the
fucking
name
white-
tag to the new
this
people.
white asshole who doesn't even speak Spanish won't know the difference. Just bring out whoever.
And I was all like, this is not him. And they're like, we don't know what you're talking. I was like, does he have an Instagram? And they're like, what's his phone number? And they're like, who's that? And I was like, what is this? And I spent months, years searching all over the city for this man. I'd go just anytime I see a remotely like cool looking like barbershop, I'd go in and be like, Christopher? Nothing. I searched all over the internet for this man.
That guy's
Couldn't find him.
His name's probably not Christopher.
Well,
They
probably
just
not.
gave him a name tag that said Christopher. Introduce yourself as Christopher.
But I have started a relationship with a new barber, and he's actually pretty good. I like him a lot. He's kind of got the same vibe going. He's not quite as cool as Christopher, but the cut's about, well, it's decent enough.
No.
Not good enough for me. I miss my man Colby.
Yeah.
Every day. It's tragic losing him. What's that? My God.
Don't worry about the random sounds. Once the beeps go over the noise gate, it really gets picked up sometimes.
It's a little bit weird, yeah. I need to work on that.
Good news. Dekie will be in this house with hopefully a better mic for a weather
that'll be
recording
exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting.
I can't wait. We're going to have a blast. But a week is a long time. I'm a little concerned.
I want to go for a month.
Fuck no.
They said they Aqua said he's capping it at a week, but you I'm ready. Cancel the return flights. Let's keep going.
Leave it going, but I'll not be there anymore. But that's
We'll
probably
swap it over
fine.
to the Dekie can.
Yeah, you could.
Guys, I gotta
No,
fucking
you can
go
just
home.
keep my stream on. I don't give a fuck. I won't be there, but
Aqua just gets up one day and walks out. Doesn't come
well,
back.
see you guys later.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to make it through the week. Honestly, no, I
got a lot of subs talking about Dekie. This is great. This is nice. Like all his subs. Just...
They're going to me still. Dekie's like,
Thanks, Dekie, for all your hard work.
I'll just be at home watching Lego movie, like the Lego show. I love that show, man. I got so into this Brick Master show. Crushed like 4 episodes last night. It's so good. It's like the Great British Bake Off, but like they build Legos. It's so good. I love Lego.
I thought it was like a YouTube channel you were talking about. It's a proper show?
It's a show.
It's
on
a
Hulu.
proper show. And what's funny is I actually did the same thing where I'm going to do a Brickmaster here for the subathon.
Yeah.
You guys are going to... I bought a bunch of random assorted bricks. I also bought a couple actual, like, together stuff that you guys can actually put together with a
Hell yeah.
with instructions.
And
But
We're going to do a build. But the coolest thing about the event is we're going to have like a handheld camera that we could go around and like film whatever we're doing. Like,
we can just kick the door down to the bathroom and someone's in there.
Yeah.
We can just really interrupt people while they're sleeping.
like Bam
or
Margera.
eating.
Like, Sir Dekie's totally asleep right now. We're gonna go wake him up. It's gonna
We're
be
going to
awesome.
buzz his head.
We're gonna go put this sick child in his room and have him cough all over him. It's gonna be an epic prank.
And I'm so excited. We're going to get to cook
It's gonna
together.
be so bad.
cooking stream, the cooking portion and the food review portion is going to be great.
It's going to be so
I really
great.
want to do the blind taste test as well, like Sterdeki
Yeah, we're gonna
versus
make-
Hex, and then Aqua's going to do a food review of
Yeah.
a
Make
blind taste
Dekie-
test.
We're gonna
to see
make
who
Dekie
wins.
eat all sorts of stuff that will make him
Yeah.
want to throw up.
Yeah.
So yeah, reminder, 9th through 16th,
That'd
be
be
there
sick.
on Twitch.
Yeah, November 9th, like coming up real soon for when you guys are watching this.
I'm really not
till the
looking forward to
16th.
those flights. I hate flying.
Yeah,
Flights.
flights are going to be...
How long is the
Yes.
flight for you? Like 8 hours? Or
I'm
something?
like 10.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
I have like one layover on the way back, way up, and I have 2 on the way back.
Oh, God.
There was like nothing that had like one layover, other than like unless I wanted to sit 12 hours
Don't
in an
forget your
airport or something.
passport.
I'll try not to.
I like the advice that Aqua gave. Is there a story with this, or is that just friendly advice?
Well,
Just don't forget
remember
it.
your passport.
There's the story.
Just make sure you have it, because they
Aqua,
will not
Aqua
let
was
you
that
on the
guy,
plane
Aqua
without
was
it.
that guy like fucking stuck trying to get through
No,
security.
no,
like,
that never
my
happened.
passport! Oh my god! I'm calling people.
Oh.
Like, do you have a copy of my passport?
I actually, I recently went on a flight and someone actually didn't have their passport, but they had something that said they had a
Enhanced
passport,
license.
and it worked for one flight. So she got from halfway across the country,
But
but
couldn't
then
go
it
back.
didn't work for the second
Oh,
flight because it was
man.
a different airline.
Yeah.
And they
That's
eventually
fine.
did let her.
Some
They let her
airlines
on the
accept-
plane, but it was weird. Yeah.
New York State has like an enhanced license
Yeah, I
that
have
also
one of those,
lets
yeah.
you cross into Canada, and some
Yeah.
airlines you can use that as like proof of a passport because it lets you get into Canada. So if your depends on your flight, but
It depends on the flight. Yeah.
that blows. That
But
sucks.
they did eventually let her on, but it was just like a weird.
That must
They're
be
like, oh, we have to
terrifying.
call the higher up to see if we can just let you on
Yeah.
because you got here and.
It's like
be a
locked up
terrorist.
abroad, but not
You could be
as
a
an
liar.
extreme.
They could fly back home if they used the same airline that they fly there, but they'd have to wait, whatever time. And
Flying
Pretty
freaks me out, which is weird because I want to take flight lessons, but it still freaks me out. I think it's different being in like a single engine small plane
Yeah.
that you're in control of, as opposed to being in like a
Really?
giant
Oh, God.
fucking
I would be
tin
so much
tube.
more. I would be so much more afraid on the
Hell
small
no.
plane.
I
That's what
feel
everybody
so-
dies on. Those
No,
are the
I was
planes
gonna
that
say,
crash.
I think big planes are way better for me.
Yeah.
Because when you
Yeah.
take medium-sized planes, like the smaller planes in airports, those things get pushed around by turbulence
right.
like nothing.
Those are the planes
I
that
mean-
always crash.
I
When you
mean, I
hear
want to
about a
be
plane
in
crash.
control. Okay, I don't
Oh.
like you
Yeah.
step on that plane and like you're just like trusting the guy flying. You're just gonna trust the guy. You don't know him. You never met him.
I love that though because I just think, the person that engineered this plane is smarter than me, and the person flying this
Yeah,
plane is
me
smarter
than
than me. I'm trusting them. I'm just letting it go.
Is,
and there's
is
a guy
he smarter than you? What
Well,
if
I
the
hope
guy
so.
flying your plane is like beats his wife
Well,
and is an
I hope
alcoholic or
I
something?
hope he knows how to fly better than me because I've taken 0 flying lessons.
Yeah.
Like,
Dekie, you feel pretty confident you could fly a plane, right?
We've had this conversation, haven't we?
Yeah, we
After
did.
all
Flight-
my flight sim time,
flight
if I was
sim-
in like a
flight sim-
small single engine Cessna, I think I could
You could get off the ground.
get on. Yeah, I could get off the ground,
Yeah.
and I think I could get us alive on the ground. The
Maybe.
airplane probably wouldn't be in great shape. Like I think I could probably land it, but it would definitely have some damage.
But-
like gears would be fucked up.
I think I could touch down. Yeah.
when I was flying back, there was one guy next to me that was like, he is definitely a nervous flyer. Oh my God. And we had to go through some turbulence. Like you could tell that the pilot was
Yeah.
trying to see the best avenue to go through it. Cause as soon as he started going down, it'd be like, and then he'd have to pull back up and then try to
Yeah.
figure out another wind tunnel.
Probing
But anyways,
the turbulence. Yeah.
the guy was just like so fucking like every single time. And then he's like, are we circling? Are we circling? And I'm like, oh my God.
Nervous
calm
flyers
down.
are funny.
And I almost wanted to say to him, but I didn't. I almost want to say, well, we'll get to the ground one way or the other, But I didn't.
Yeah. I mean,
Look, dude,
there has to be some
be
intense
fine.
turbulence before I get a little nervous.
Yeah, I
like
don't really
maybe
get nervous.
twice ever. I've been like, okay, this is, I'm not enjoying this. You just have to look at the stewardess.
If they're freaked out, you need to be a little bit worried. Yeah.
Well, I know that on the way there, we had landing gear problems. Like our landing gear wouldn't go down or something, or the test didn't go correctly. So we had to circle for like 45 minutes while they were doing more tests, and the tower
Yeah.
was like looking, I think it's good.
You
know?
can
and then
totally
they were-
land a plane without landing gear too. I
They
think.
just don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to ruin the plane, but like you live,
You
It
probably
pretty
as
much-
long as nothing. But you
pretty
could-
much
yeah.
scraps the plane if you.
Yeah, but I mean,
and risk of explosion from.
risk of explosion goes up.
yeah, I guess. But
But I'm mortified of flying. And the older I get, it gets worse. I used to love it as a kid, and then it's just gotten worse and worse. I'm just like a paranoid mess. I'm that guy.
doesn't-
Except I'm
doesn't
not like
bother
looking
me.
around. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like,
what bothers me more than actually flying is just being stuck up there for that long.
That's what bothers me. The thing
Like if
about
you needed to
flying that
get out of
bothers
there,
me,
you can't. Like you're stuck there. That's the only thing I
that
don't like.
bothers me.
Yeah,
I
me
don't-
too.
that
I'm
didn't
not
bother me, but
afraid
now it
of,
will.
like,
Sorry.
I'm not afraid of like. I don't think the plane's gonna crash, right?
No.
I know
Yeah.
the plane's not gonna crash. I have no fear of a plane crash. If I'm in a plane, I'm not like, oh my God, are we circling? Are we circling? Like, I'm not like, we're not gonna fucking crash, okay? What I don't like is that I can't move. Like, I can't, you're like, sometimes, what if I like really have to go to the bathroom and it's like, bing, seatbelts, everybody sit the fuck down.
Oh,
It's
no one
like,
fucking listened to that when I was on the plane. Holy shit!
what if I have to go to the bathroom, or like what if I get sick, or what if I If I just don't want to be here, too bad.
Yeah.
You're stuck on this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
you are stuck. That's the only
I
thing.
hate that.
Don't worry, Dekie. It's fine. You'll be all right.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I'm talking about this
I'm
right
always
before
just
he has to
worried
take a
about
long
being,
flight.
at like 30,000 feet and then hear an engine going out and having to sit there and be like, well, I'm going to die for the next 10 minutes as you slowly glide to your death. But
You've
but
got
that,
extra engines. You're fine.
yeah, I know. Like, you're going to die in a million other ways before that ever fucking happens. I get that, but like my brain does not take it.
I'm driving there.
Could
that
you
is much
imagine?
more dangerous.
Yeah, could you imagine
Yeah.
if we did that every time we got in a car? Like, oh my god, what are we like? Are we circling? Like, what's going on? Like,
And statistically, driving is way worse.
Yeah, it's
way
way
more
worse.
dangerous.
I am like that in cars. I am mortified in cars too.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless if I'm driving, I'm fine. But like riding
Other
cars,
people
I'm a
driving,
mess.
I'm not super happy. If it's like on the highway or whatever, I
can't
get
wait.
freaked
I
out.
can't wait to pick Dekie up at the airport and drive him. Oh my god.
Kings is probably the nicest, best driver in the world.
Kings, you should just fucking send it on the way home. You should just fucking cook it on the way. Just like rip the corners.
When you get back to park in the driveway, you like barrel roll like Ace Ventura, like flip it. Yeah, that'd be good. After Dekie's terrifying
Dekie gets
flight.
out with just his hands in like a death grip with just like a blank stare. Just traumatizing experience to get from Mexico to King's house. I have been drinking a lot of Monster lately because my doctor told me after my
we got to
spinal
talk
tap
about we got to talk about that. I completely forgot.
To drink a lot of caffeine, which is why I like Monster. I'm not drinking any anymore though. It's been like 3 days. I think I'm fine. I had a spinal tap. What day is today? 30th, 27th. I think I had it on Wednesday. That fucking sucked. First of all, I terrified myself of this thing beforehand, which was a mistake. Yeah. I had to get the spinal tap done because everything hurts. Like my arms and my legs and my head and my tailbone just fucking hurt all the time. And trying to diagnose MS, you have to first rule out literally everything else because there's like no way to diagnose MS other than like ruling everything else out, I guess. Mm-hmm. And my doctor's like, you got to get a spinal tap. So I get one scheduled. I had it 3 or 4 days ago. That fucking sucked, dude. I like researched it so much beforehand, like a fucking
mistake.
Idiot.
Yeah. You never want to do that.
That was so stupid. I shouldn't have done that. And the whole time I'm just like stressed about it. I have no problem with needles, dude. I've never had an issue with needles.
That's different.
Like,
I think
spinal tap is different. Yeah.
Right.
I
but
agree.
I've never had a problem with needles, and I had a problem when this time, okay? For the only place I could get a spinal tap was like 2 hours away at this hospital that was like a country hospital, like a low population center.
Oh, that is scary.
Yeah.
Like kind of gross hospital. Like there was like water stains all over the ceiling, and there was like the room I was in had like a tinfoil air duct that like a bag that like just came out of a hole in the ceiling.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And then like went into a wall, like a construction zone, and the sink. There was
Doesn't sound super sterile.
It wasn't great. There was like flies in the waiting room, and I was like, this isn't great. I'm kind of,
oh my god, yeah.
I'm like kind of really stressed. I sent a Snapchat to my fiance when I was in there because they wouldn't let her come in because of like COVID. I sent a Snapchat to her and I was like, it's kind of gross in here, and she was like, yeah, I can see that, because on my Snapchat behind me it was like just like fucking dust, and like, you know how like drop ceilings will have like a stain in them when there's like a leak.
Yeah.
It was bad, dude. And so they take me to the room, and I'm like, are we doing the spinal tap in here? And they're like, yep, we're gonna do it right in here. And I was like, oh okay.
Dude,
First,
that is
dip your
scary.
back
Did they,
in the
like-
toilet also,
dude.
we're gonna,
Yeah,
Yeah,
did they like pull out like a
clean off
lighter?
your back.
yeah,
Just rub
hey,
like
put
toilet.
a sponge in the toilet and just, all right, gonna
Pull
sterilize
out
the location.
pull out a lighter to sterilize the needle, like
No,
like
you
you're
can
getting
totally
your ears pierced at camp.
like those kids that would sterilize cigarette butts that they found on the ground. They would like run a lighter over the cigarette butt before
I've never
smoking
done
it.
That's the worst.
It's sterilized. It's fine.
So give us a rundown of the actual procedure. Yeah.
Dude, I was already terrified. Okay, I'm already coming into this. I've never been
What
nervous
part
about
of your back did they do? I just want to get this out of the way. Like, where on your back?
the lumbar part. So like
the back.
if
It's
I'm
the
like
back they sterilize.
sideways, it was like right
Yeah.
about there. Right about
The gamer hump. Yeah. Well, I mean, the hump's
Right.
up here, but yeah.
right where your lumbar support, like on your chair, is right.
And they local numbed it.
That
Right?
seems
That's all
like
they
the
had.
worst place to do it to me.
I know.
I don't like that.
I know. I didn't like it either, man.
I don't think anyone
I,
likes it. I don't, when you get it, it's not like a fun thing to go do.
No,
guys.
man,
So it's-
oof.
The hospital's 2 hours away that I'm getting it done at. Dude, no one has availability anywhere to get this
Yeah.
shit done. I was gonna have to wait till late December for this, but
Dude, medical?
somebody canceled, and I got super lucky. I was on a
Nice.
waiting list at like 4 hospitals, and somebody canceled at this like kind of. I see why they canceled. Maybe this place wasn't that great. So I show up. I got to get there at 8, so I left at like 6 a.m., which means I have to wake up at like 5:30. It sucked. I got there. I'm fucking tired. I wait around for an hour. I finally get in, and the doctor was cool. I joked around with him a lot. I was like, "Can I keep some of my spine juice?" And he was like, "No."
I'm gonna take it all, and we only need a little for the test.
But I'm drinking the
I'm gonna
rest.
drink it.
I'm gonna give the rest of this to William Shatner to sustain him.
The stem cells.
But it was fucking gross. So he like walks me through it. He tells me how it's gonna go. And they said they were gonna get like an anesthesiologist to come up and like give me like a local anesthetic to really make sure I'm numbed. And then they like take me in the room, and then the surgeon, the doctor, comes in, and he's in his like total like like surgery like fucking get up. He's got like the gloves that he's putting on. He's got like the surgical mask and the hat and
Well,
everything.
that's good. Yeah.
But the room is like not a room I would think you would do surgery in, right? And I'm like, okay,
It
this
never is. Hospitals are gross. A lot.
And he comes
of the
in with
time.
like a rip open pack, like an MRE almost, like a big MRE that has everything in it for the lumbar puncture. And they get me set up, and I'm like, are you guys gonna? Is someone gonna come in here and numb? My biggest fear was that he didn't realize I hadn't like been like given the anesthetic yet, and he was
Anesthetized,
just
yeah.
he was just gonna do it. And I was like, am I gonna get numbed? He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. And I was like, oh, okay. But they make you like put on a hospital gown. He let me keep my pants on, and he's like, we're gonna do it sitting up. I don't like doing them laying down. I think there's bigger risk for like post headaches afterwards. And I was like, okay. So you sit on the edge of the bed.
but like, if you're sitting up, like you're putting support on your spine and shit. Laying down, you're just I don't like that. That seems terrible. Okay.
You sit on the edge of the bed, and he's like on the other side of the bed, right? And they put like a table in front of you for you to like put your hands on and just like lean on, because you have to like kind of brace yourself
Better
on the
leaning
table.
forward. Yeah, leaning instead of like being erect and like that part
instead
of your
of, like,
back being
sitting up.
activated.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you like lean forward onto it.
I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
And he put like a surgical like pad on me that has like a hole in it for where he's gonna do it to like block off my back. And it did like the iodine or whatever, like clean off my back, and he put this on. And the nurse who's in there, everyone in New York has like a nursing shortage because they just fired all their they fire like 20% of their nurses who wouldn't get vaccinated. And the nurse who's in there, she's never done one of these before. The doctor's the one doing it, but she's never like
Yeah.
supported, and she has to like hold the thing when they take my pressure, and she has to like just like assist the doctor.
What pressure?
And
Your blood pressure or like your spine pressure?
No, my spine
Spine
pressure.
fluid pressure.
Oh, wow.
And she's talking to him, and she's like, "So, what do you need me to do?" And I look at her, and I'm like, "Like, you don't know what to do?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm usually in. I'm usually in whatever." She said something like, she's like, "I'm usually the colonoscopy assistant."
Yeah.
And I was like, it's probably not that different. And the doctor was like, I just need you to hold things for me. It's fine. But I was, dude, everything that this hospital
You
did
were
like
just
put
sketched.
me on it.
Yeah.
I was already so scared, and they
Yeah.
did nothing to like quell any of my fears I was having. But I lean forward, and like without saying anything, he starts just like pushing on my back, and I immediately am like just terrified. And he's like, no, don't. I'm just like, I'm just feeling your spine. I'm just getting a feel for like where your discs are or something. And I was, because like I just felt pressure, and I was like, oh my god, is he doing it? And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna numb you. So he like feels around, right? He presses and he puts like little stickers on your spine to like triangulate the. Yeah, you only get like this tiny little window, and to like get in without hitting like a nerve or without hitting like anything important on your spine. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna numb you now. And I was like, all right. He's like, you're gonna feel a little sting. It's just me numbing you, just a normal needle, okay? And I was like, all right. He does the numbing stuff, and it's like anytime you get, like numbed, they like inject
that sounds
some-
fine. Yeah.
My body hurts, and
Becky
I'm
hates needles.
wiggling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like having this is painful.
This is
but
this is freaking me out a little bit. But yeah, okay.
So he numbs me, and then he has to just wait a minute or two for the numbing shit to happen. And I think he knew I was nervous, so I think he purposely didn't tell me he was starting. And I could feel him like touching my back, and I was talking to the nurse. She could tell I was like kind of nervous, so she was just like making conversation with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I really don't mind needles, but something about this is just freaking me out. And she's like, oh, you're doing great. You wouldn't even know that you were being like... She's like, you wouldn't even know that he's like going in right now. And I was like, oh. And then right when she said that, I felt like this insane pressure just like in my back. Like somebody was taking their thumb and just like pushing on my like back really hard. I felt like this intense pressure, and then a little bit of like a press, as if you're like pushing through something. Like imagine like trying to push like a pen through a piece of paper. It kind of felt like that, like when it pushes through. And I was like the second I felt that like push, I almost fainted. I don't think I've ever fainted in my life. And needles don't bother me. And like things don't bother me like that, but that bothered me, man.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
bothersome. Yeah.
I
I'm with you
like-
there.
I felt like all the pressure in my head just like drop, and I was like I thought I was gonna pass out. I came so close. I was like right on the edge of like losing it, and the nurse started like asking me like, hey, whoa, hey, what do you do for work? And I was like, I'm a streamer. I play video games.
that feeling you get when you know you're you're going down is
I've never had
such
that.
a bizarre feeling.
I've never fainted either.
Yeah. That's the first
I've
time
had
I've
it
ever.
a few times. Like when I broke my finger on the plane. Another reason I don't want to fly.
Oh yeah, that's
And
that's
yeah,
story
Please
sucks.
don't adjust your pants when you get on the
Don't
plane
adjust
this
your
time.
pants. Man.
Yeah.
Anytime I get a shot, I also get it like anytime or blood drawn or something. But like you feel yourself and you're like, I'm passing out. And it's it's terrifying because you're like I don't want to do this. You're like I'm trying not to, but I'm fading out.
Your body is shutting down even though you really don't want it to. Yeah. I've never had that, man. It was really freaky. But I grabbed myself like right at the end of it.
Is there
And then
a reason
okay.
they keep you awake during that procedure? I guess
I'm
to-
surprised. I would have thought they'd put you out.
if
thought so
I
too.
ever need that, I would have been out.
There is a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
need to be out.
complications. There's a lot of risks with putting anyone.
They need
under
to know.
think-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the risks
anesthesia
of
is
being
risks. Yeah.
anesthetized, I think the risk of being put to sleep far outweighs the benefit of it in this case, because once you're past that, all you feel is like this constant pressure in your lower back. Because you have like the needle, just like you're tapped. It's literally called a spinal tap. Like you are tapped, and it is leaking this shit out.
Fluid.
And he takes like a little vial, and he literally holds it like up to the tap, and just lets it like
It just
drip
drips
down
out.
into the vial. It was probably 10 minutes of that, of just waiting for the vials to fill, because it doesn't like suck it out. It just waits for your body's like pressure to like.
Yeah.
Just let it drip out into the tube.
I've seen a lot of procedures that are done.
Deckie's
oddly.
Dekie
Luckily,
looks
I've never had to
pale. Look
do
at
any
his
procedures
face.
myself.
He's gonna pass out right now.
I'm about to pay.
And then
Saying
he
that
pulled it
you're
out.
tapped and it's dripping out. Did you see the fluid?
Afterwards,
What did
it's
it-
behind.
what
It's
did it
behind
look
me.
What
I can't,
color
like-
is it?
It was just clear. It looked like just like a clear syrup, I guess is what I'd call it.
Maybe
Maybe like-
drips out. It seems like
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
go ahead.
like a vial of spit without any like bubbles, essentially. Like same consistency, I'd say.
it's that thick.
I couldn't really tell.
How
I just
thick is your spit? Not that
Just
thick.
like-
Actually, the
yeah, not that.
I've got
thick,
very
but
thick
like,
spit.
but like a little.
really?
Just like I judged it to look a little thicker than like water. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like when you can see like the
I would
surface
assume,
tension in
yeah.
a vial that, and as it like just moves slightly, you can tell that it's just like a little bit thicker.
Delicious.
Man, that's nuts.
And it was really weird because he finished doing all the vials. Then the last one he just drank. It was just like
This
kept
one,
making
this
these-
one's for me.
He kept making these. He like took all the vials and he put them in the specimen container. Then he put one in his pocket. I don't know.
But like, so like they put a tube in there, like a tap,
Yeah, a needle,
and you said it like
yeah.
drips out. But it seems like
Yeah.
wouldn't there be like pressure in there? Or wouldn't it be coming out pretty?
It just like a very slow. It just
Modern.
came out.
It
I don't
feels
know.
like it'd come out a little bit more. I don't know. In my
Well,
head, at least, feels like it'd be spurting out. It's your
So,
spinal juice.
how'd you
It's not
feel
like I could
afterwards?
watch. It sucked, dude. I felt like shit. Yeah, it
Did
was
your
bad.
back hurt? Like, what was up with all
Once
that?
once the anesthetic wore off afterwards, my back fucking ached for like 2 days. I came
Yeah.
right after it, I had to go home. 2 hours drive to get home.
that. Must
He
have
was
sucked.
like, "You're gonna want to just lay down today because the needle sometimes like that hole it makes in your cerebral spinal sac. If it doesn't like seal itself immediately, you'll have like a low
leak.
pressure headache because." If the pressure is off in that sac, you get a headache. And my pressure was fucking off, man. My back hurt. And then on the ride home, my back was okay, but then the anesthetic wore off by the time I got home. My back fucking hurt. My head felt really fucking just like groggy, and then it started hurting, and I was downing like Monster to try to like. You're supposed to ingest a lot of caffeine afterwards to like rebuild your spinal fluid pressure. It sucked, man. I just like two and a half days. It just started feeling better last night. I had like 2 days of just
good.
like I didn't want to get out of bed. I mostly didn't even look at my phone. I just like laid in bed, and I had a Ken Burns Civil War documentary on volume 2 on my TV, and I just laid in bed for 2 days. I even ate all my meals like perfectly flat on my back, just like holding it up to my mouth.
I'm so glad that I didn't finish going to going through my medical program.
Dude,
That's all I'm saying.
he showed me the needle afterwards. He was like,
How big is it?
it was big enough to like cause me to not like looking at it, and it was like covered in like gore, essentially. It was covered in like bloody goo. I kind of questioned why he showed me it, but he was like after he pulled it out and then they bandaged me, he was like explaining to me like why it might cause me a headache. He was like, you know, half the people that get it done get headaches, and I was like, okay. And he's like, so, you know, here's the needle. It went in about like this far, and it was kind of gross. Like, I don't know how to explain like how the needle looked, but it was just like gory looking. It was fucking grotesque.
How deep did it go?
I don't want to say. It's just an unpleasant amount, like deeper
Holy shit.
deeper than you want something in you, dude. That's why it made me like want to faint, is because I know how deep, like,
and
having
into
something
your
like
spine.
Your spine.
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to fuck with your spine.
I know, having
That's why I
something
feel like
internally, like being like manipulated in your body while you're
God,
like awake for it.
My back feels weird just hearing about it. I'm so
stressful,
sorry,
man.
ZChum. You're very brave, though. And you know what?
Had to
You're
get
good
done.
now, 2 days later. And, you
I
know,
am.
hopefully
Yeah.
it'll help figure out all this other shit you're dealing with. So, good for
It
you.
had to get done.
That's
Man, hopefully, you know what my doctor said? He was like, either you've got MS or you have an infection in your like
Sac.
in your sac. And he was like, you know, I tested you for Lyme disease, but there are some cases where Lyme disease will like get in your cerebrospinal sac and it'll propagate in there, and you won't test positive for Lyme, but you'll have like an advanced form of Lyme disease in that sac. So I am really banking on him coming back and being like,
Wouldn't that be great?
you've
sac
got
Lyme disease.
You've got sac
Or something
Lyme.
like
You've
that.
got
Something.
Lyme.
Could you imagine how great that would be?
Lyme.
Your sack needs some work.
That
yeah.
would be the best news I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, I bet.
What
I
the
hope so.
difference? It's like the difference.
How would they
between,
treat that?
Okay, this sucks.
IV
but
antibiotics, probably.
no,
Well,
Aqua,
no,
that
Lyme
thing,
disease
that,
is full, isn't it?
Aqua, that thing you were telling me about, where they put the like the IV that goes directly into your
Yeah.
heart, and you have to like inject
That's how.
antibiotics. That's how.
What?
And I
So
was
I
just
had
talking
that.
to Aqua about that, and I was like, dude, Aqua, I don't know if I could have done what you did. And now I might have, if it is, then I'd have to do it.
They put a tube in my arm right here, and through my big vein in my arm, they do like a tube
fed
that
it
runs, and it hangs just above
Goes
your heart.
into your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when you
And you
then
leave
they
it
send
in,
you
right?
home
For like,
I
yeah.
had it in for 6 weeks,
Yeah.
and you give yourself like saline
Antibiotics.
and then there's a whole procedure you have to do, and then someone comes and like undresses it and maintains it like once a week and then puts it all back together. That was not great. That was not fun. That actually gave me
It feels like I'm having a heart attack right now.
having
Like,
that
everything
gave
in my
me
body
a little bit
is
of
having like false
PTSD.
alarms right now.
Yeah, that freaks me out.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
weird,
this
man.
long tube, and then when they took it out, they literally just pulled it out
Yeah.
like this.
It's
All
funny
right.
because
So anyway,
Decky's the guy who is like all about body modifications. Decky's got a fucking like chip implanted in his hand,
Yeah.
and Decky can't talk about this.
that was a big ordeal. But
That was a big ordeal, yeah. The Decky hand chip.
I'm sweating. Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm proud of you, ZChum.
Thanks.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm
that
proud
is-
of me too.
I don't know how that is such a casual procedure. Like, it's not casual, but like the fact that you're not fully under and there's not like a million
I know.
doctors and they're
It's amazing
will
what
say, though-
doctors deem casual nowadays, you know?
Yeah. They'll tell you that almost
Are we,
no matter
are we
what.
amputating a leg? We'll send him home right after. Don't worry about it. Someone give me the knife.
ZChum, I will say this: if you do have some sort of infection in there and need that tube, it's really not that bad. Like, they put that thing in, you don't feel anything but like pressure, and when it's in, you don't feel shit on the inside of your body. Like, you don't even know it's there.
You just don't think about it.
You
That's
just
another
don't think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
you
try
forget
to
about
think
it.
about it.
You have this
Man.
little thing in your arm, and you just like, they tell you not to like bend over too far. Don't sleep on your right side, and like don't pick up heavy things. That's about it.
I'll be very happy. It's like the difference between preparing for like, you know, a life of MS, to just having a heart thing for 6 weeks. I'll take the 6 weeks of the heart thing any day.
Yeah, no, it really actually, like, it sucked. It wasn't great. Like, I felt like very, like, pretty limited, but, like, not really. Like, you kind of forget about it. But yeah, it's like it's definitely a better option.
What kind of dog is
either
that,
way?
Dekie?
You'll
Schnauzer.
get taken care of, which is good.
They got those in Mexico.
He had to import them.
Yeah, they got
from
those.
Scotland.
That's a cute. I love schnauzers, man. Look at his little beard.
Yeah, he's definitely repping the beard game.
That's awesome.
Oh, he's having somebody was ringing the bell, so he's freaking out. And that's why.
You dare come to my home? That's it. That's my story. Sorry, Dekie.
That was riveting, and now
Like
my
I
back
wanted to
feels
know.
weird.
Like I was wanting to ask you about it. I was like, I'll wait. Yeah, that is. I mean,
that's
there's like
scary.
things on the body you don't fuck with. Your brain and your spine are those things, and they fucked with yours.
I think we've just been like conditioned via like movies and shows and stories of like people injuring their spine to believe that like your spine is this delicate, precious little piece of body.
It is, but if someone who's
is.
trained to deal with it is doing something to it, it's fine. Like,
It's another case where people are
The
smarter
amount
than
of
me.
like
I just let 'em do it.
nonchalant,
Yeah.
just like there was like more work for a colonoscopy than there was this. You know, I
That's
think
bizarre.
yeah. I don't think
it
was
is just
that.
a needle. It's not even like, it's not really a procedure even. It's just like a...
I think that constitutes a procedure. Yes.
Yes,
Shoving a
I think
needle
it's a
into your
procedure.
spinal sac would might
Well,
still
you know
just
what I
didn't know
mean.
there's a
it's
sac.
not. It's not
That
like
blew my
an
mind.
incision and then going in and doing shit with your organs or
They didn't
anything.
slice me open.
Yeah.
But it felt like they did.
I'm sorry, ZChum.
I still can't believe they denied you your own fluids. That seems against the law.
Yeah, you should be able to drink your own fluids out.
I think there's like a health hazard. Like, what if I did have Lyme disease and they're just allowing me to like take home a vial of Lyme disease?
And then you drink it and reinfect the rest of you with. So then you have it not
'Cause,
only
like,
in your
or-
spinal fluid, but in your blood too.
or
Like
knowing
normal
me,
shit.
dude.
ZChum makes it into a gas and then makes everyone
A
sick in the
biological
local
weapon
office.
out of his sack juice.
Yeah, like Scarecrow and Batman Begins
Yeah.
puts it in the
Knowing
water
me,
supply.
I'd want to split it into like 100 vials and then give it away as like
Yeah, you
Fucking
can sell
dumbass is
gamer-
gonna give it away on Twitch.
Instead of gamer girl bathwater, gamer boy
Spinal-
spinal
Dude,
fluid.
can you
with
imagine-
Lyme disease in it?
Can you imagine the press I would have gotten for a Twitch streamer gives away his own spinal fluid? Like,
Yeah.
come
That
on.
would be sick.
What is the going
That would
rate
be
for
sick.
spinal fluid? Gamer spinal fluid.
Probably a lot. I'd do it for free just to give. I'd give
I
some
would
long
pay-
time viewers.
To not
spine
ever need to
juice.
go near it.
At the event, can we get an inflatable hot tub and have Gamerhole Stew that we can sell?
Oh, nice.
Like we get all the gamer boys in there, heat them up so we're all sweating,
or we
see
could just
about
get
and
an inflatable
then
hot
we can
tub.
sell that out.
That seems
just
quite
do-
expensive, but I
Just
think
do
we
a
might be
hot
able to
tub.
swing it.
I think
Hot
of the
tub
money you would
stream.
make though.
I've
People
already,
would pay for the Gamer Boy stew.
I've
The
already
inflatable
invested.
Like
hot
all of our
tub.
sweating juices all mixed up, floating around in there.
The
What's another
inflatable hot
5
tub's
years?
only like $500, so it's not that devastating. I mean, can you really put a price on the Gamerhole guys
four
in a
sweaty
tub
men in
together?
a hot
Yeah,
tub.
exactly.
Can you really put a price on that?
That could be a MasterCard commercial. Spending time with your
Spending time
with your friends.
in a hot
In
tub.
an
the cost of
inflatable hot tub.
a plane ticket or a tank of gas.
Priceless. It's
Eating a
priceless.
pizza and drinking some beer with your best buddies, $44. Spending some time with your
In the
gamer
hole.
friends in a hot tub, it's making gamer stew, priceless.
Just do the whole Gamerhole recording in a hot tub and put the Gamerhole logo on the side of the tub, and the camera will be like head level. You just see our heads in the hot tub, like we're in the hole.
I'm genuinely excited for it being cold.
Oh,
like I think that's
cold.
gonna be awesome.
Right.
Last night
like,
it was freezing.
Doesn't get
it's
cold.
54 right now. Yeah.
I was cold yesterday, like to the bone. It was like we just like didn't turn the heat on or
It was
anything, and we
41
just
yesterday.
it just
You're gonna
yeah
be
it got
miserable.
The only thing that I have going right now is my wood stove or my
Dekie,
wood
you're
pellet
gonna
stove.
fucking hate it. You're gonna hate it.
I mean, it'll be warm in the house.
not
Wow.
really.
Yeah, you wish.
What?
Yeah, you
Wow.
hope.
What are you people? Yeah.
It'll
What
be
you
warm
have
enough.
heaters.
No,
What's wrong with
no.
you people?
So, right now the house has no heating in the basement because it doesn't go below 60 degrees. But I don't have my electric plug-in heater in the basement yet. So,
With 4 computers in there, it'll be plenty warm though.
it'll be spicy hot.
That's what I tell
it'll
myself.
probably be hot.
Dude, in the winter, I'm like, I'm not turning this heat on. I'll boot up Tarkov. I'll just
Exactly.
play it for an hour. I'm not
This
turning
room-
that heat on.
With 2 computers in here, it gets
Yeah.
so
It'll get so
warm.
hot.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting worried.
No. We can
you'll
turn
be
on the
fine.
heat anytime we want.
You'll
but
be okay, Dekie. We'll warm you. We'll hug you and make you warm.
The wood stove is very hot, so you can
We'll share
I'm
our
excited
heat.
for that wood stove. I'm so excited. I feel like a little kid. My parents just said I can go over to Jimmy's house and spend the weekend. This is great.
Yeah, we're
As
gonna
a
have
reminder, November 9th, check out either Aqua's channel or Dekies or ZChums or maybe mine. I don't know if I'm gonna make it yet for the content for the content creator mashup of the century. The Gamerhole.
This is going to be an
Yeah.
event for the ages.
My
should be
channel's
event.
never turning off
Yeah,
the
so
whole
Aqua
time.
FPS 24/7.
Mine's like the
week.
Big Brother weird stream that never
Yeah.
turns off. So
And then Dekies
yeah.
will come on and off, and as we go, and so will Huxlooms, and see how it goes.
That's all we got.
Fuck.
Be
I'm not
there.
even going to stream. I'm just going to sit in the back of Aqua's just creeping like a goblin
when
for
you're
a week.
streaming, I'm gonna sit in the back and creep like a goblin.
I'm going to sit in the back there like, with my little goblin teeth and fingers.
Paint
I
yourself.
hope-
You'll be painted green at some point. I'm thinking. So that'll be
I
perfect.
hope Aqua will appear on everyone's stream how he
I
appeared
absolutely
on
will.
on the last Gamerhole thumbnail where he goes like
In the window.
it's like I want him to just quickly like pop in the back like and
There's
then-
gonna be so many goofs and gags. A lot of
God.
scaring. And stuff like that.
But it's genuinely going to be a massive deal. Like, this is going to be awesome. Like, plenty, like, you have gamer houses, where they all, like, live together. And then you have, like, marathon streams that people have done before. But, like, this is, like, it's the boys.
Yeah. It's a little
Hey,
bit
also-
unique. I haven't seen anything quite like this on
in
Twitch personally.
Gamerhole
But
related news, we're also going to do a Gamerhole members only live stream this weekend. You're seeing this on Thursday. I think this upcoming Saturday or Sunday we're going to do Gamerhole live. So I don't know. Become a member and you can watch it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's up to you.
Yeah,
It's your
you
call.
should.
It's a members only thing.
Hey, it's me, ZChum. Thank you for watching the Gamerhole. We appreciate it. If you'd like to support the Gamerhole further, there's a little join button down below, right below the video, right there. Check it out. It gets you access to an extra video every week, a secret members only video, as well as priority commenting, and access to a Gamerhole live stream we're gonna do every month or two. So if you want to support the channel, by no means do you have to, but the option is there. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next Gamerhole.